Well, afternoon, Spicewood Baptist Church. Wanted to take just a few minutes to walk around the church facility with David Schaefer videoing me so that we could give you a visual, give you a kind of some ideas, not just in writing, but also that you get a chance to see some of the proposed facility changes that the Legacy Committee is making, and that you hopefully have before you the proposals and the costs involved in transitioning us from strictly meeting on Sunday mornings in the historic chapel to begin to use the Family Life Center for our Sunday morning adult worship, and then using the historic chapel for the children's church ministry that happens each Sunday. So I want to walk around and point out some things to you so that you get a chance to see what it is we're talking about when we're making these proposals and the costs that are involved in it. So come and take a walk with us as we walk around the church, and let me point some things out that you have on paper that the Legacy Committee is recommending to you. Well, behind me, you're all familiar with this particular building. In the proposal from the Legacy Committee is the removal of the old tabernacle. And let me just explain a little bit what that involves. The construction company, the demolition company will come in and tear down the facility. They will then load that into trucks and haul the materials away, and so part of the cost involved in that is the deconstruction of the structure and hauling it away. Then they're going to take this concrete and break it up into pieces that they'll also be able to take away. The foundation walls that are here will be broken up, and that'll give us the opportunity and the freedom to use this entire space in the future as we decide how to best use the property that we have here at Spicewood Baptist Church. Then finally what they'll do is, once this is all removed and all the concrete is gone, they'll have to come in with truckloads of dirt and backfill in here to bring it level, because some of these foundation walls will go deep into the ground. There'll be trenches around and deep spots where concrete was, and they'll level and grade this back off so that the surface is flush, and then we can decide what we want to do with it from there, whether we want to put grass in here or use it, maybe bring our playground up a little bit closer to make it more convenient for families. That's still yet to be decided. What's on the proposal is the removal of this building and the cost involved. The other proposal that's before you has to do with the redoing of the front of the Family Life Center, kind of an attempt to make this look more appealing and kind of focus people that this now becomes a main entryway. The proposal would involve taking down the awnings that are here above us and creating an awning that's as tall as the building is, so that it feels more open and spacious. The wall that's here, this metal wall, will be replaced by a stone facade wall that will go the entire height of this metal building, and we'll take out these air conditioning units that are stuck into the side. The proposal will involve us also widening this sidewalk that's here and making the sidewalk that enters and leaves the building as wide as the landing. So this sidewalk will be taken out, and it will be as wide as this landing all the way out to the parking lot. This door that is here, the proposal is to expand the door from the entire width of the hallway, and in this place install a glass front, like a storefront glass door, so that it looks inviting and people are aware that this is now one of the main entrances and exits of the Family Life Center. So this proposal is really kind of a renovation of the front of the Family Life Center. And you'll see the proposal that's there and the cost involved as well. Well, the next thing I want to do is point out some of the changes that we want to make here in the Family Life Center, which will allow us to begin to use this room for Sunday morning services, as well as all the other things that we're doing in here through the week. So the proposal of things to do here in the Family Life Center starts off by us finishing the walls of the building, taking these panels of plywood and running them all the way up to the ceiling. That way we can eliminate the look of all of the insulation. And then the plan is to bring rolls of carpet from the ceiling all the way down and adhesive and secure them to the walls. So the walls will be completely covered with carpeting after we finish the building of the skeleton and then the plywood base on the outside. After that's completed, what we're planning to do is to open up this part of this west wall in between these columns and build a stage that goes from this wall back 16 feet by 25 feet wide with a door that can open and close so that the sound equipment, the microphones, and all the things that are on the sound floor will be able to be secured by closing that door. Then when it's opened up, the people that are in the sound into that stage area, well, that's where they'll be able to do the music and the preaching from. And then we'll set up the chairs here in the on this particular floor from the front here, moving their way towards the back. We'll need to acquire a sound system so that this room can have the sound quality that we're looking for, as well as being able to put some monitors up for video use like we do currently in the old sanctuary. So those are the major changes that would happen here in the Family Life Center, converting this multi-purpose room into even a more multi-purpose room, and us being able to use it for Sunday morning worship, along with Kids Club, the school, serving meals, and all those other things that we're already doing with this building. Well, those are the major changes that are being proposed. We're also going to need to buy some chairs, and we'll be talking to you more about that in the future. We're also going to be needing to upgrade the sound system, and so those costs are not reflected in that proposal because we don't quite have those in yet. The proposed financial costs that you do have are based upon an estimate, one particular estimate from a local contractor. And so we believe that the estimate that we've given you is probably at the high end of the costs that will be involved in making this transition. Again, this transition is in order to allow us to continue to grow and move forward with enough facility to continue to grow in our Sunday morning worship service. And we're wanting to make sure that you are aware of all those things and that you're making decisions based upon having all of your questions answered and that kind of thing. So if you have any questions about the proposal, what it is we're trying to do, if I didn't make that clear and explain what you're in need of, don't hesitate to make some phone calls. Get in touch with us. Mike Schaefer is the Legacy Committee Chairman. You can speak with Mike. If you would like to speak with the Financial Committee, you could give Paul Hardwick a call. If you'd like to talk to one of the deacons, the chairman of the deacon board, give Steve Young a call, or if you'd like to call me and chat about this. And we're going to be proposing this to the congregation this Sunday. We're hoping that the congregation can give us some feedback and some direction, the committee some direction on that, and we're hoping that right away that we get that direction to move forward with some, if not all, of these changes that are being proposed by the committee. It has been weeks of prayer and weeks of planning, a lot of fact-finding and discussion amongst that committee, and I think that they have done a good job in bringing these proposals to you, which they feel are the minimum things that would need to be done for us to begin to use our facility in a much more dynamic way, believing that this community is growing and our church needs to continue to grow and expand in order to meet that challenge that's before us. So please prayerfully consider these things and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you very much.